Good evening, I'm Ken Lass.
And I'm Shanice Myers in for Sherry Jackson. Coming up, 2 men face murder charges for a crash that killed a young family.
And the state health department is investigating an illness that's affected dozens of students at one Talladega County school.
Not much change in our forecast for the immediate future, but then by this weekend, look at all that cool air across the northern plains. That's headed our direction. More on that just ahead.
And in sports tonight, what position group is under the most scrutiny coming into the Auburn-Arkansas game Saturday? And what happens to the SEC landscape if Florida tops LSU Saturday? CBS 42 News at 6 starts right now.
There are new developments this evening following a crash that killed a young Coleman County family.
2 men are now charged with murder for Monday night's fatal wreck on Highway 269 in West Birmingham. The Jefferson County District Attorney hopes the serious charges send a serious message. Our Al Ratcliffe is live outside the Jefferson County Courthouse with more tonight. Al?
Okay, now, Ken, we know the charges these 2 Mulga men are facing for that fatal Monday night crash. 20-year-old Dominic Smith and 18-year-old Jeffrey Howe both face 3 counts of felony murder for the wreck that killed the young Coleman County couple and their young daughter. Jefferson County District Attorney Brandon Falls says these are the harshest penalties possible at this time. Birmingham Police Chief A.C. Roper says these types of situations tend to follow those who break the law.
The bottom line is bad decisions often result in bad consequences. So these events should send a strong message to any criminal out on the streets who would recklessly place the lives of innocent people at risk.
Now, Falls declined to say which one of the suspects was driving the speeding SUV, but we do know that Smith's bond is set at $250,000. Howe's bond is set at $750,000. We'll have more on this developing story tonight at 10. For now, live in front of the Mel Bailey Criminal Justice Center, Al Ratcliffe, CBS 42 News.
Funeral arrangements for the victims of that crash are still being made. Moss Funeral Home in Cullman is handling the services for Ryan Culwell, Amber Veris, and their daughter Rogue. A fund has been set up to help pay for the expenses. Donations to the Ryan Culwell Family Fund can be made at any Traditions Bank.
Birmingham police have another murder case on their hands tonight, and they need help solving it. The body of 54-year-old Starlonda Brown was found early this morning inside a home in the 500 block of Center Street South. Now, police are asking for help catching his killer. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Birmingham PD. That number is 205-254-1764. A bomb scare this afternoon led to an evacuation at Tuscaloosa's Veterans Affairs Hospital. Police say just after 2 o'clock, the suspect approached the hospital's front desk carrying a pipe-shaped package. He also said something suspicious and tried to take off. The VA Police Department held him until Tuscaloosa Police and the bomb squad arrived.
We just learned that they took the suspicious package, placed it in a containment vessel, and took it off station to a place where they will detonate it safely if in fact it is a bomb.
The VA Medical Center was given the all clear around 4:30 this afternoon. Well, there are more questions and then there are answers surrounding a sickness that struck one Talladega County.
Our Fred Davenport tells us many of those questions are coming from concerned parents.
Everybody's concerned about their kids.
Talladega County school officials suspect something that was served at last Friday's pregame meal at Fayetteville High School made 32 students, 5 staff members, and 3 volunteers sick. A majority of those affected are football players, cheerleaders, band members, and video support personnel. Tracy Ford says her coworker's son became violently ill.
He even started feeling worse, so she had him back at the doctor's office today at 8, and they decided to admit him to the hospital.
School leaders say of those 32 students affected, 27 were still absent from class Thursday. Another parent says her son's illness isn't getting better.
He's weak and he's tired and he has a headache and the stomach symptoms continue.
Morris hopes her son will get better soon.
He started holding some fluid and some foods down, but he still, even today, has diarrhea.
The State Department is investigating. They're collecting samples to get to the root of the problem. They urge those who are sick to repeatedly wash their hands and stay away from others.
I feel bad for the people that prepared the food, because there's no way anybody would want to harm anybody.
Now, Fayetteville High School administrators have decided to forfeit Friday's football game that is, against Verbena. They say the well-being of the athletes is a priority. Live in the newsroom, Fred Davenport, CBS 42 News.
There is another health scare in the news. It's a meningitis outbreak. It has now affected 5 states, and it's expected to grow. 35 people have come down with the virus, and 5 of them have died. Health officials say the victims received steroid injections for back pain. 18 of the cases were reported in Nashville, where a clinic received the largest shipment of that drug. It was made by a specialty pharmacy in Massachusetts. That pharmacy has now shut down.
2 Jefferson County commissioners are rejecting comments from the governor about the future of Cooper Green Mercy Hospital. Yesterday, Governor Robert Bentley said he opposes closing inpatient care at the hospital. He also said he would be willing to intervene if both sides agree they need his help.
You know, that train's left the station. We've already agreed and decided on a strategic model, and we're implementing that model.
It's a little perplexing to me at the 11th hour that he's made the statements that he's made.
Inpatient services at Cooper Green are set to end December 1st. Commissioners are still working on agreements with other hospitals about transferring the patients. Well, marching bands and football go together like peanut butter and jelly.
It's a matter of community pride when your school's band takes the field, which is why one local band director in Tuscaloosa decided to contact CBS 42's One Class at a Time for help. He understands that what you see is as important as what you hear. Ask any band teacher and they will tell you it's not just how you play that matters, it's how you look while you play.
Because when you put things on that are not the nicest in the world, somehow I think that gets into the attitude.
Which is a concern for band director John Kane because his Northridge High School band is in dire need of new uniforms. The current ones are missing buttons. Some of the vests have lost over half of their sparkles. Many of the hats have had the emblems fall off. You get the idea.
It's just time to replace them.
But without money in the budget for that, Mr. Kane remembered the CBS 42 One Class at a Time project.
Well, I've seen it on the news before, and I've always wondered, okay, how can I get involved with that? Because that's such a great program.
He filled out the online application, and Kyle Murphy of Pepsi and I surprised him at band practice with sweet music to his ears. We want to present you and the band with a check for $1,000. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm just so grateful for the fact that y'all would look upon us and grant us this, $1,000. It's going to go so far towards getting us moving in the right direction. I'm just so excited about it and so thankful for CBS 42 and Buffalo Rock and all the other sponsors. You don't know how much that touches our program.
Cannot wait to see them in the new uniforms. Be sure to let your child's teacher know that they can apply for one of our grants. Just have them go to CBS42.com, click on Features, and follow the One Class link to the application form. Our great co-sponsors for this project are Pepsi and America's First Financial. Well, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And while it's a time to think pink, some say black is the best way to raise awareness about the disease.
Plus, they say the best things in life are free, and in this case, they may also save your life.
And we've got football as well as great bands playing right now, but all we need is the football forecast. I'll have a look at how cool it's going to get this weekend and much more just ahead.